Guys, I'm going to be so honest. If this thing I'll be talking about in today's video doesn't get fixed, I might genuinely have to take a break from Ultra Rumble. That's how much this is starting to get to me. What am I talking about exactly? The matchmaking. At the beginning of Season 11, they made huge changes to the matchmaking system. In the beginning, I thought this was great, because matchmaking in My Hero Ultra Rumble has never been good. But somehow they made it worse. And not like a tiny bit worse, a lot worse. So, I'd like to talk about some of the reasons that the matchmaking is just garbage now, and why it's turning me away, and a lot of other people away. So, please don't forget to subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on the matchmaking. Now, let's get started. First, I'd like to read you what they said in the producer's letter when the season began, because there's quite a big part about matchmaking. We have also made several changes to the matchmaking system this season. Currently, many players joined ranked matches, solos, and get teamed up randomly. But compared to organized teams, formed through invites or ID searches, their ability to coordinate is significantly different, even at the same rank, creating a real difference in strength. To address this, we've added a matchmaking adjustment, so the teams formed via invites or ID search will face slightly stronger opponents. Accordingly, teams where all three members were added through invites are now referred to as full teams. Full teams, groups are more likely to be matched against tougher opponents, giving them greater chances to earn the new bonus for defeating a high-ranked opponent. We've also introduced a bonus for defeating full team members. This aims to balance the pros and cons between full teams and teams formed via solo queue with random allies. Additionally, we've fine-tuned matchmaking to better pair players with similar skill levels and added a survival time adjustment to vary opponents' strength based on recent match performance for more comfortable matchmaking. That section is a straight-up lie, and I'll tell you why later. We understand that matchmaking continues to be a key area of concern for many players, and we will keep refining it based on your feedback and evolving circumstances. We will continue to develop and operate the game to ensure more and more players can have fun. We hope you enjoy playing My Hero Ultra Rumble. Something I would like to mention quickly, because there was at least one good thing about this matchmaking change. I really do like that we can get bonus points for taking out players who are higher ranked than us. That is such a good idea, and I'm honestly surprised that it wasn't in the game sooner. Now, let's go over some of the reasons that matchmaking is just... it's just broke. It is not good. And I'll start with the biggest one. Solo queuing is too easy and too hard at the same time. You might be like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Okay, let me explain. Most of these changes were made for solo players, having solo players in mind, because, as they said in that letter, teams, when you play with your friends, can coordinate better and are just better teams overall. Since they made this change, going from Bronze 1 to Ace rank is honestly a joke. Hell, I got to Ace rank the second week of the season. I never get to Ace rank that fast, because usually, once you get to Expert 2, Expert 3, it starts to get a little difficult. But not this season. I played solo from the lowest rank to the highest rank and had no challenge whatsoever, was regularly having 7 to 8 plus KOs per game until I hit Ace rank. And the issue with that is now there are too many Ace ranks. Usually in My Hero Ultra Rumble, if somebody is Ace rank, you can generally tell, yeah, this person knows what they're doing, I don't need to hang too close to them, because they can look after themselves. But now, since so many people blitz through all the ranks, there are people who are Ace rank who are really only Gold 1 or 2, which leads to a lot of garbage teammates who are actually only Gold 1 or 2, but are putting you in full Ace rank lobbies with all Ace rank sweaty players who will chase you to the ends of the earth. And this is where the game becomes too hard as a solo queuer. So, usually in My Hero Ultra Rumble, the difficulty spike is each rank you go up, the game gets a tiny bit harder. So by the time you get to Expert 2 or 3, like I said earlier, it's quite challenging. But now, you blitz through every rank, which is super easy. Then, when you hit Ace rank, it's like jumping off a cliff. The difficulty goes from 0 to 1 million, and every match is hell. Like, genuinely, the game just stops being fun at Ace rank now because of these stupid changes. Every match is the sweatiest match imaginable. Everybody lives, nobody gets KO'd. You're in the final circle, it's closing in, no circle left, and there are still 8 teams left because nobody's getting KO'd because everyone is being super sweaty. You get chased. You barely find items because all the sweaty players are picking up all the items, and it's just not fun. And like I mentioned, because there are a lot of fake ace ranks, which you will most likely be put up with because all the good players are playing with their friends, you just get destroyed. Minutes, seconds, wherever you land, you will get KO'd. It is horrible. The next reason they broke matchmaking is actually an issue that was in the beta for the game. It was only ever an issue in the beta, and now it's in the actual game. And that is finding a lobby once you found a team. Before, you'd find a team, you'd all press ready, within 30 seconds, you'd find a lobby, wait maybe a minute or so, and then the match would begin. But now, because of this matchmaking system, because it's working harder to try and match you with people of similar skills, which it already isn't doing, like I just mentioned, because it's putting you against sweat lords, it's taking 4 to 6 minutes just to get into a match. And I don't know about you guys, for me, I personally hate waiting. It is one of the things I just cannot do in this world. But because of the matchmaking changes, I have to. And something else that does happen because of this is sometimes you'll have it where you'll load into a lobby and you'll load into a match and your character is broken. Their skills don't work. You have one charge of everything, and once that one charge has been used up, you can't do anything. The only way to fix this is to get KO'd and then be revived by your teammate, which takes more time. And there's usually other people farming the civilians to get revive cards already. So if this happens to you, most likely your team is going to get KO'd. And you've wasted that 4 to 6 minutes queuing up for a match you couldn't even play. And that's just super infuriating. It has happened to me quite a lot, but only within the last 3 weeks this specific thing has been happening more and more. The next thing is actually a very big one as well, and that is that it is bad to play with your friends in this game now. Before, you could play the game, it'd be fine, other people would be playing with their friends, you'd run into them, there'd be some solo players, the usual. But now, if you are playing with friends via invite or ID, you will be put into the sweatiest lobbies imaginable. I'm just realizing this right now. I think if you do play in a team with friends, I think it's putting you into the ace rank lobbies regardless of your rank, which is a nightmare. I don't know who at By King doesn't have any friends, but they seriously need to fix this. I'm not saying make it the way it was before, because sometimes as a solo player, it did feel very unfair having a stack of friends come at you, but anything is better than this. Let me tell you a story. When the season began, me, Boku, and Magana, we all teamed up, went into a lobby, did some matches. This was like day 4 or 5 of the season beginning. Every single match we played was hell on earth. It literally felt like the ace lobbies that I'm playing in right now, but at the start of the season. And it's actually so bad that we just decide to play the game solo now. We don't team up because it's not worth it. Which sucks because My Hero Ultra Rumble is a team game, and a team game that you can play with your friends are some of the funnest games you can play. If you do want to play the game with your friends, I would highly suggest being ace rank and making sure that they're ace rank, because those are the types of lobbies and players that you will run into. No exception. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the survival time matching that we read in the producer's letter. This straight up does not exist. They say it exists, they had a full article about it existing, but it's a lie. I have been ace rank for, well, since 2 weeks into the season, and we're coming to the end of the season, so about 6 weeks or so, I'd say. And every lobby I have played in has been exactly the same. Whether I die as soon as the match starts, whether I die midway through the match, whether I win the match, whether I lose multiple in a row, whether I win multiple in a row, every lobby I do is the same. And I just think it's kind of weird that they would mention this and focus on it so hard, considering it doesn't work. Maybe they're unaware that it doesn't work. Maybe it's just an ace rank thing, I don't know, but I really do hope that they can fix it, because I really do like the sound of that idea. The next one isn't Biking's fault directly, but they are the reason that it's happening. And that is that, right now, there is no difference between unranked and ranked. Because ranked games are so sweaty and so try-hard, and it is, like I said, just not fun, people are using unranked more to chill out, you know, casually play the game, have some fun. The issue is, so many good players are doing this now that unranked is just as sweaty as ranked. And both are equally as unfun as each other because playing them feels exactly the same. Except in rank you lose points. That's literally the only difference. It's not like it's worth grinding the leaderboards once you hit ace rank, because everyone in the top 10 cheats, and you can't keep up with them. Unranked is only slightly better at this point, just because you don't lose points. But that shouldn't be the case. It's always been, ranked is if you want to challenge yourself, and unranked is if you just want to have casual fun with slight challenge. But now, there is genuinely no difference between them. And the final thing, this is more of a request for me and a lot of people, rather than something they broke with the matchmaking. Please, Biking, please give us the ability to remove players from our teams again. For those of you that are newer to the game and don't know what I'm talking about, a couple of seasons ago, we had the power to remove players from our teams before we actually joined the matches. This was really good, because if we recognized a name that was a bad player, or somebody that's just really toxic, you could remove them and then you wouldn't be forced to play with them. But they removed that option quite a while back, and it's been unbearable ever since. The reason this was added in the first place was because too many people were getting kicked from lobbies, specifically high rank players kicking low rank players out of their matches because they wanted to do well, which you can't really blame them for in a game where you gain and lose points, depending on your team's performance. But ever since then, we've been forced to play with lower ranks, or people who are new to the game, or just really toxic people, and there's nothing you can do about it, except block the players, which isn't really fair on them. Just because they're bad at the game now, doesn't mean they'll be bad at the game in the future, and because I've blocked them and most likely won't unblock them, I'll never get the chance to see them grow or be a good teammate. But yeah, those are some of the things that Biking straight up broke when they made these matchmaking changes. Season 12 is starting soon, and I really do hope that Biking can fix, or at least lessen, some of the issues I've mentioned in today's video. But yeah, my name is Webavalo, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.